So last week we told you we'll be coming with a new topic. Yeah, very interesting topic. Yeah, and this week we have a very nice topic. Yeah. So I'm Isaac,
I am Maxwell.
and this is Science Tunnel, where we plug you with science content ideas. So this week we have been talking about technology, specifically in the field of artificial intelligence and automation. So in that space, we had a few interests that we came to find very interesting ideas, specifically the application in biochemistry and health. So we will be talking about each of the ideas that we found interesting. Yeah.
Okay, first we have health data analysis and visualization, where in this we are trying to think of how can we link the automation and artificial intelligence with health. So we have tools, talk of Python, we have the R programming and open source visualization libraries, which you find acquiring these skills through AI. They are going to equip you with the skills, and they are going to play a key role in interpreting data, that is identifying the trends of the health records and information, and also create information dashboards.
Yeah, yeah. And also, this is the same the application of data analysis has been utilized in lab test and diagnostic analysis. So, for example, you find it's nowadays people utilize it in the space of, you see, the imaging of tumor cell, that is cancer growth. So they take thousands and thousands, even to a million samples. Then they feed it into the machine learning. So the computer or the program learns to identify these tumor cells in that, for example. And then, so the moment now it gets to learn the pattern, the difference, how it displays. So it's much easier even to identify at it's easy. You see, like if you give it a sample from the start, it's able to utilize, like if it takes data from this tissue, it's like there's a tumor cell that is developing that even a human being cannot be able to identify. So that gives opportunity for early diagnosis, because we know we are biased, but for computers, biasness is a bit now being solved, and
Yeah.
it's making it even much easier,
Yeah.
because you can just study very many samples in a very shorter time with a precise and a very accurate diagnosis.
Talking of that, we have another key,
Mm-hmm.
a tool that is natural language processing.
Yeah.
This is for electronic health records, and you find that it's an application of AI, and it's able to generate new data from what it has already learned.
Yeah.
And you find that the role it extracts and summarizes key information from medical records or research papers.
Yeah.
You find that they have a very detailed information. So through this, it makes it very easy to summarize the information.
Yeah.
For easy understanding.
Yeah.
The information is well summarized and direct to the point. So it's so easy for tracing the information about the health records, let's say, of a patient or whatsoever.
I think even this Science Tunnel, the one that you're doing now,
Yeah.
I think we are finding application of the same.
Mhm.
Because you see, what we do is we take research papers, we use AI
Yeah.
to get the key informations, and now after that, now we are able even to speak to someone who doesn't understand the science.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yeah.
I think that is very nice.
So that's science communication.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one, that one was on health and
Yeah.
data analysis. We have the mobile development apps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you find that we have free development tools and platforms
Yeah.
that they're able to develop this app, which is going to give you the information or medical reminders,
Yeah.
let's say, to the patients. We also have it is able to connect patients with the health resources.
Mhm.
Yes.
Also, there is this application. Someone was saying, I think it's even going to be a very big application.
Yeah.
You see, for now, we have like this one that, example, the watches,
Yeah.
where you can be able to see your heart rate,
Mhm.
your sleep quality. But there's now this field that I think now even it's very applicable, it's very big, but now I think there's no, maybe there's no, I think maybe small startups that are maybe trying to apply that, but I haven't seen it in a very much bigger scale. And this is where you see the things that can be tested, like blood pressure, uh, weight, cholesterol content.
Just the BMI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now if we take that record, we record that data now,
Mhm.
then we take subsequent, maybe in a interval like months. You
Yes.
take this month, next month, then after a while we have that data able to be analyzed, and from that analysis of that data we can be able to see, like, from the progression of the weight of this person, there's a chance that the insulin, there's an issue with the insulin production. Then it's easy for the doctor now to be able, or even you can just, without even the help of a doctor, you have the AI can be able to now say, you see, from the data that you have collected,
Yes.
this person might be at risk of having diabetes. And now that one, even before now you develop diabetes,
Mhm.
you're able now to change your lifestyle. You maybe have to cut on the sugar intake you're having, so that it can reduce the chances of you now developing those diseases.
So if I've got you correctly,
Yeah.
what you're trying to say is it's key
Mm.
on observing the trend
Yeah.
and also tracing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So yeah, because you see, if
Mhm.
we have the data from you specifically, you see,
Yes.
like everyone should be having now. Even that one can be much easier if you have that application on your
Mhm.
phone.
Mhm.
It's developed. It will take in that data, and because it has also used before, it has been trained on samples from maybe the natural language processing. It has been trained on various samples of data.
Yeah.
It's able now to see from this, maybe a graph of this person, there's chances that this guy is going to have a stroke, because the cholesterol content from January to maybe December, there's been a curve increasing.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
now it's able to now tell you, hey,
Mhm.
these are the type of diseases that you're prone to. What should you do? You should be able to cut down on your intake of fats, starch maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
I think that one will be the best model for us to be able now to deal with diseases,
Yeah.
because they say prevention is better than cure.
Sure.
So if you
Sure.
have the data, you have the information, then you can easily be able to deal with such. And that's why I think that one you are saying, that mobile health, it's very key.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be like a bigger solution soon. Yeah, and it's, I think we can even do that. It's only that, now it's need a lot of funding.
Yeah.
No.
True. True.
And a lot of technical stuff.
Mhm.
But it's a very viable field if you can be able to get the opportunity.
I think that's the best way we can link and make use of the artificial intelligence
Yeah.
and automation
Yeah,
in the field of health.
yeah,
And who knows? When you develop this, it's a big opportunity. Maybe
yeah, sure.
tomorrow you might be at zero, but you already have made a step.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, who knows? People can make millions.
Sure.
Yeah, through these apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is now, we also looked at biochemistry.
Yep.
And biochemistry, I think that very diverse application
Yeah.
of AI and automation, especially in analysis, because there's a lot of chemical testing, biological samples and
Yes.
everything. But one field that is really coming up is the drug testing. You see, before they used to, you produce a drug or you manufacture a drug, and now you go and now test it directly on living organism. That's why they use the low organism. You try it on microbes, you then come to higher animals, you try it on mice. But now, with the ability of now you to create this model, the one that we are learning, this you can be able to create an artificial tissue
Yes.
in a computer environment.
3D printing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one. Now you have your tissue
Yes.
that is, it's like a sample, not replicating the real tissue in your body.
Yes.
And then they introduce that drug, and then they try to analyze how will like the tissue react to such drugs, how will different molecules in your body react to that drugs. In as much this can also be used for the one that you are speaking about, personalized medicine, where you just have your tissue, your exact tissue
Yeah.
mapped out.
Yeah.
Then they introduce that drug, and then they see how, because you see the problem is, to you that drug may just be normal, then to someone else it may be, the level may be toxic depending on the tissue reaction, because people are different.
Yeah.
And I think that one is really, if they now deploy AI and now that part of automation, we can just be taking the tissue, mapping it out on a 3D environment, then now introducing that drug, and then now determining the exact dosage, what concentration of the samples in that drug should we include in this person, so that to ensure it's like personalized, and also in as much as even personalizing that personalized medicine, it still has application on even the general population.
That's a very interesting aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the things that we had for this week. We don't have, there is a lot. Yeah, there's actually a lot in that space, and I think it's interesting. There are really nice opportunities,
Yeah.
but again, the challenges kama kawaida out there. Because you see, executing these ideas, like especially in the health space,
Yes.
regulations, big challenge. You remember biochemistry. You remember the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. They're at your neck.
Mhm.
You still have to do patents. You still have to have your money set for your patenting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's a challenge, because this is really good ideas, especially
Yes.
for the young generation.
Yeah.
Because rather than sending people away, educated generation, why don't you utilize these skills and use them here locally?
So talking of all these ideas,
Yeah.
you can share with us in the comment section which one was the most interesting, which one can you try, which one can you work with an organization or a group of people. They are all here with us, and hopefully if you decide to work on one, who knows, it might be a life-changing opportunity.
Yeah. Also, Maxwell, I think we should build a community.
Yeah.
A community for people interested in these things.
Mm.
In that, let's have a community where if you get a good idea,
Yes.
we can discuss it. We can see how possible can we be able
And
to,
how feasibility.
the feasibility of that idea.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Yes.
we might end up having many ideas and just talking about them, but leaving them there.
Yeah.
So I think it's good, because if we come together, in as much as they look impossible, this thing, that 0 to 1, the thing, that book that we read.
The 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, we can be able to use technology and other things to get ourselves there. So it just takes two people to start, then building a community, and then the following day from that community, you are like, hey guys, I think we can work on this.
Yes.
Let's try it. Yeah, because out there, if you just we usually say, like, you see, if you have a good idea, and you take it out there, people will give you money. Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially I've realized there are more investors coming to Kenya trying to invest in Kenyan startups.
Yeah.
And if you have such a good idea, 100% it will be invested in. So yeah, that is it. That is for today. Do you have anything else to do?
Tupatane next time, majama.
Yeah.